Oh, hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everybody. Come on in the house. Come on in. Come on in. Let's get this party started. Hello, everybody. Got our TikTok audience jumping in here. Welcome to the show. I'm KTJ, dating and relationship coach known as the Love Coach of Atlanta, and I am here for our show. Hey, my girl Nat is here in the building. What's going on? Let's get it going. Hello, hello. All right, you guys, we got a great show for you tonight. Tonight, we're going to talk about it. We're going to get into some things here tonight. Listen, these conversations need to be had. Tonight, we're talking about it 5 signs you're dating or in a relationship with the wrong person. 5 signs you're dating or in a relationship with the wrong person. So come on in. Let's get this conversation going. So I got a couple of videos. I got some stuff that we definitely want to get out here tonight. So welcome. If this is your first time coming through, go ahead and hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit the buttons, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button as we get it popping. Go ahead and check in. We are live here on YouTube as well. So you guys come on and check in. What's going on? Yes. Hey, Misty. Misty's here and Cindy's here. What's going on? Yes. Come on in, you guys. Let's get it going on. As you're coming in, let me know where you checking in from. All right. So let's get this going. It's been a great week. Lots going on. We got the book launch. Look, if you're on TikTok, you can click the link in the bio to get the book, Secrets of the Mind of a Man, where we're getting it going. Launching the book. We are officially having the book release party at the end of the month. More on that later on. But so we just doing it. This is what we're doing. You guys check in. Let me know that you're here as we proceed. All right, so I got an old school. Check it out. I got an old school video, you guys. I wanna share with you. Just getting this started, right? This one, it's an old school video, and look, I don't care. I'll break down the old school and the new school. I'll break it all down. This one is called 7 Signs You're in a Relationship and you may be with the wrong person.
Share our content.
I don't know who this is for. But somebody is maybe here and you're with the wrong person. So if you've ever been with the wrong person, just pop out and say me. That's me. Have you ever been with the wrong person? That's you. Say that's me. I'm going to tell you about a time I was with the wrong person. All right. Let me tell you guys, before I show this video, let me tell you a time when I was with the wrong person. I see him coming through. Cindy said, yep. Look, I'm going to tell you a time I was with the wrong person. I was dating this young lady in college, right? And she was a nice young lady. She was intelligent. She was pretty. You know, she was attractive. But there was something about our interaction, right? Listen to what I'm saying right here. There was something about our interaction that when we got together, when we were just kind of talking, she would say little things that were like little put downs. Like, oh, you can't put that puzzle together. What's wrong with you? She would say things like, oh, if you were a real man, you would be able to, I don't know, lift that table. If you were a real man, you would help me do this. She would say little things. I remember distinctly. And I was saying to myself, she seems really cool, but there's something about it. And look, at that time, I'm in college, right? So I didn't necessarily have the language to understand what I was feeling about this woman who was putting little, it was like little digs. She would say little things, and it was like, it was belittling. And I didn't know why, but I was saying to myself, I cannot be with this woman. Now, we had some good times together. Um, we laughed a lot. We were cool. But I knew that I wouldn't last long with somebody who was putting me down. Somebody that was like irking me to, to be better in that kind of way. Now, look, sometimes it's important for you to have somebody in your life that helps you be better, right? Sometimes you need somebody in your life that's going to help you be better, but you don't need somebody in your life who's putting you down and making you feel small. So check out this little video, and you guys tell me what you think of it, and then we're gonna push on. Let me know what you think. Let me know. I'm gonna stop it a couple times.
With those who need it. All couples and potential couples have their doubts from time to time. It's only natural to ask ourselves whether we're with the right person.
All right, let me stop right there. All couples, here's what they said: all couples have their doubts from time to time, but it's important to ask yourself, is this the right person? Now look, we got to ask ourselves, how many doubts? How many doubts do you have to have before you say, nope, this is not the person? You guys on TikTok, how many arguments, how many conflicts do you go through with somebody until you realize this is not a good fit? Go ahead and type that in the chat below.
So, are you needlessly worrying, or is there really something wrong with the relationship? Here are 7 signs you may be with the wrong person.
All right, 7 signs. They got 7. So my thing tonight is 5. So you're gonna get more than 5. All right, check it out.
1. You're constantly unhappy. Remember, loving relationships are supposed to be some of the most enjoyable parts of life. If you're constantly unhappy while in a relationship, you may be with the wrong person.
All right. Look, we listen, we're not even messing around on this, okay? We getting right to it. How do you feel when you're around them? Do you feel like you could like be someplace else? You like, I let me tell you, I got a raise at work, and let me tell you about the raise I got at work. I was working so hard to get this raise, and the person's like, oh, no, they the wrong person. If you can't celebrate me when I'm winning, you are the wrong person. Let's keep going. Somebody, look, it's just a little cartoon, but somebody's going to get something from this. Keep listening.
This is especially true if you're feeling unhappy even when you're hanging out together and going on dates. 2. You're experiencing high levels of stress. Aside from feeling unhappy, relationships can also be a source of stress for many people. While it's natural to worry about our relationships from time to time, there comes a point when the stress becomes a cause for alarm. Ask yourself whether the relationship is making you feel relaxed, or whether the scale is being tipped more towards anxiety and worry.
All right, here we go. Is it being skipped? Is it being tipped more towards anxiety and worry? Calm or anxiety? What do you feel in their presence? Let me ask you, what do you feel in their presence? Do you feel anxiety? Are you walking on eggshells, or are you feeling calm when they show up? We asking the questions tonight. Are you with the wrong person? Let's keep going.
Three, your expectations are not being met. Everyone has their own vision of what a perfect partner is. Inevitably, we end up modifying those expectations to fit the partners that we meet. But how much are you willing to compromise? According to ideas explored in the developmental course of marital dysfunction, couples naturally adapt their expectations and come to terms with the fact that they're not quite with their dream partners. If you can't see yourself adapting to your partner's negative traits, then you might be with the wrong person.
Okay. Okay. And look, here's the thing. What I want to say, you guys. Um, if you're with the wrong person, it is actually okay. Right? It's actually okay if you're with the wrong person, right? Because sometimes you are the wrong person for them. Sometimes it's not that they are the wrong person, it's that you are the wrong person for them. Let's keep going.
4. You knew there were problems at the very beginning.
Ooh, this one's going to get good.
On that same note, couples are usually willing to adapt to each other during the initial stages of the relationship. Research has shown that people naturally ignore each other's negative traits during the initial courtship phase. In many cases, people willingly ignore serious and obvious personality flaws. Think back to the beginning of the relationship and ask yourself whether you noticed negative traits that have become more prominent and noticeable as the relationship advanced. You could be coming out of the honeymoon phase and starting to notice serious issues that were previously sidestepped.
All right. Look, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Look, I had a woman to tell me this week. We were talking. I was someplace, and a lady found out this is what I did, and so we got to talking. And she told me she met this guy. She was out at a lounge or someplace, and this guy came over to her and started talking to her. Right? She said immediately, I knew that this guy was not right for me. Okay. She said, when the guy came over to me and started having conversations, I immediately said, this is not the right guy for me. He's not anything that I would want to be with. Right. But she pushed back on that thought and let this guy keep talking, gave the guy her number, went out with the guy a couple of times and started dating the guy. Right. And she said she knew from the beginning because he never changed, his energy never changed, his character never changed, nothing changed. And she was like, and then later on, she finds herself complaining because the guy didn't change. She got to get the buzzer on that. Right? People are who they are. People are who they are. And if somebody shows up in your life and this is what they are, if it is a dog that shows up in your life, he's a dog, he's not a cat. He's a dog, he's not a cat. So stop trying to make him into something that he's not. You recognized it in the beginning. from the very beginning. All right, let's keep going.
5. Your gut tells you something is off,
Ooh,
but you can't
here
seem
we
to
go.
pinpoint it. Sometimes it's best to listen to your instincts. Being able to explain to yourself or your partner why you don't feel content isn't always essential. If you feel a nagging, constant voice telling you that you're with the wrong person, you might want to listen to that voice. Although
Hey,
our
Miami Queen.
subconscious mind can often point us in the right direction, its messages don't necessarily form coherent words and signs. Sometimes it's best to simply listen to your gut.
All right, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. Some of you are not listening to your gut. My girl Italiana, Miami Queen's in the building. What's happening? Hey, Sandra. Sandra said, that is true, but the problem is we try to build a bear, but we can't. I got to give you the buzzer. You can't. You can't. Look. And sometimes a person appears very beautiful. It's like they show up and they're like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, baby, let me tell you something. Girl, you look so good to me. I saw you from across the room and I had to come over here and say something to you. I couldn't let you get away. I had to let you know how cute you are, how pretty you are in that dress. You've been saving all year for that dress, haven't you? Because you sure look good. But guess what? You already know he's not your type. He's not good for you. So you ignore the fact, right? And then the next thing you know, you having a conversation with him. And you say, well, tell me a little bit more about yourself. And he tells you something about himself. And you ask him the question, something like, do you have a record? Have you ever been to prison? How come there's such a distance in your resume? Your resume seems to be dropped out there. You don't know the person. You don't know them. Let's keep going.
6. Your partner doesn't seem very conscientious. A 2004 study published by the Journal of
in case y'all didn't know what conscientious means, it means they're not paying you any mind.
Family Psychology attempted to link certain personality traits with marital satisfaction. Researchers found a connection between a number of personality traits and unsatisfied couples. And one trait was lowered conscientiousness. Additional traits linked with dissatisfaction included
that means they do not care.
High neuroticism and lowered agreeableness. If you're starting to wonder whether you might be with the wrong person, you might want to ask yourself whether or not your partner has any of these traits. Low levels of conscientiousness should be fairly obvious. In other words, lazy people may not be the best partners. But hey, if you're one of them, it doesn't mean that you can't change.
So look, I want to put a pin in this because that's what I want to talk about after we get through with all of this. I want to talk about what do you do if you're with the wrong person? Can the wrong person become the right person? Who says yes? Who says no? Who says yes? Who says no? All right. Sandra said no. Who says yes? Who says no? Can the wrong person become the right person? Deke says no. Brimpy says no. Tamia says no way. I see all the no's. Miami Queen says no. Cassandra says no. Cindy says nope. DC says no. Who says yes? Man. I got all the no's. Nope. Chief Link said nope. Queen says nope. Nobody believes that the person can change. What's wrong with y'all? Don't y'all believe in people? Don't y'all have redemption in your heart? Why don't y'all believe that people can change? Why don't we need to close the churches down, close down the mosque, close down the temples, close down all the social service agencies. If y'all don't believe that people can change, what are we doing? What are we doing? All right, let's get back to it. We got a lot of no's. Look at all them no's. Nobody believes in redemption. Look at that. Mm, mm, mm. Here we go.
7. You're too similar.
Okay. So this is our list of to see if you're dating the wrong person. Too similar. Y'all said 11 years later. Nope. Okay. AT. Yes, man. Change for the right woman. Oh, well, wait a minute. Will he? Girl, I'll change for you. Girl. Will the man really change? Did it really change or just change? Can you really change for someone? My daughter wasted 9 years in marriage for him to change. You got to get the buzzer. Matter of fact, she get the prices wrong. 9 years. Mm-mm. My Lord. DC said it would take deep prayer and asking for forgiveness. Now we on this. Now we got somebody who believes in redemption at last. Finally, all of y'all, none of y'all believe in redemption. Shame. Let's keep going.
You've probably heard the old saying, opposites attract. But is there any science behind this? Well, a 2000.
Wait a minute. Do opposites attract? Look, we got a lot of good questions in here to ask, y'all. Do opposites attract? Is it a good thing if you have everything in common, or is it better for you to be the opposite and it attracts? So do opposites attract, y'all? Sandra says yes. Cindy says sometimes. All right, we got some yeses. Greenie. Sometimes. Opposites. Do opposites attract? See, this is one of the things I always want to do with my shows is take apart some of these common thoughts, these common adages that sometimes we just kind of let go. Now, look, let's talk about it. If somebody is too similar, right? They once told me, if you with somebody who's y'all too similar, one of you is not needed. One of you, you're just redundant if you just with the same person. So let me tell you something. I got a cousin, and I'm not gonna say which cousin, just in case they listening. just in case they listening, I'm not gonna say. But I got a cousin. He was married to a woman. Now he was an introvert, very quiet. He was a very quiet guy, and he even laughed quiet. He would laugh like. He even had a quiet laugh, right? And he married a girl who was also quiet. And she was like, they had like a real quiet relationship. And so I remember we went to their house one time, spent the night, and they were very cordial, had a big, beautiful house. And we stayed there. I felt like I was in a museum because there was no noise. No TV on, no radio on. It was like we was in church before church starts. And I noticed, I was like, neither one of them talked. We were in their house and it was like, a few pleasant conversations and then complete silence. And I said, well, I guess their relationship works because they're the same. But I gotta tell y'all something. This is what it was in their house. Nobody saying anything, right? Guess what happened? I want to say about 10 years later, they got divorced. I don't even understand it. I don't even know how they even came together to make a decision to not be together. Because they were so quiet and they were so much alike. I was really shocked that they got divorced. I'm like, well, did somebody spoke up and said something? But they did. They got divorced because maybe they were too much alike. One person needs Halle Berry. Y'all heard me say it. Halle, I say it all the time. Halle Berry said one person needs to be the picture, the other person needs to be the frame. If you got two pictures, there's nothing that makes it special. You got two frames, it's useless. Let's keep going. Mm-hmm. And that's something. So two extrovert people eventually burn each other out. Two extroverts burn each other out. They start off all happy to go to the party. Their whole life is a party, party, party. And they said dissatisfaction down the road. Other possible signs can include not showing the same values. Listen, I'm giving somebody a lesson. We're doing a workshop here tonight for somebody. Look, we doing a workshop here tonight for somebody. LV said relationships probably got boring. Yes. All that quiet. They got bored. All right, let's keep going.
Other possible signs can include not sharing the same values. You don't feel like you can be you around them.
Okay, let me stop right there. If you're with somebody and you feel like you have to be somebody else, it's not the right person. If you're with somebody and you feel like you can't be yourself, you got to like walk on eggshells. Shh, shh, shh. Don't talk too loud. He's not going to like it. Don't look, keep things calm because when she comes home, she's going to go nuts. You should not have to live like you're walking on eggshells and being a good boy or a good girl. Being a good boy, being a good girl for them so that they will keep calm or treat you nicely. Chief Link said, what if you're married to the person already? No. This conversation is whether you're dating them or married to them or in a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, married, all of that. I got you. We're going to talk about it. Some solutions as to what you can do if you're already in a relationship with the wrong person. I asked the people, can the situation change? Almost everybody on the TikTok side said no. Everybody said, but I'm a person that believes in redemption. So I'm not going to say no. I'm going to say possibly. All right, let's keep going.
Or something just feels off. But at the end of the day, only you can decide whether or not you're with the right or wrong person.
Look, did y'all catch that? I know this is just, they put this in cartoon form, but this is important. Only you can know. Only you can know if you are with the wrong person. You can't listen to your mama and your mama tell you you're with the wrong person. Can't listen to your daddy, can't listen to your little brother, your even listen to your pastor or the people you listen to, right? No therapist is going to tell you necessarily that you're with the wrong person and that you should leave that person. right? No therapist will tell you that unless you're in danger, right? Because what you do with this situation has to be your own decision. Why? Because it's you who will have to deal with whatever the consequences are. Sometimes the consequences are good. Sometimes they're bad. All right. Hey Shantae, let's keep going.
As we mentioned previously, sometimes you just have to listen to your gut and follow your emotions. While these points can point us in the right direction, it's important.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And look, I didn't mention that. I meant to get to that. So let's talk about it. Do you listen to your gut? Do you listen to your gut? We call it listen to your gut. We call it intuition. We call it discernment. Sometimes God will put it in your spirit that this is not right. That lady I was talking about earlier, she knew this is not right. This guy is not the kind of guy I want. Cindy said, I do now. This is, look, it's that discernment, and you know it on the inside. You know when it's right, and you know when it's wrong. You know when she's right, and you know when she's wrong. But listen to this. For guys, for the fellas, one of the things that gets guys all the time is they get stuck on a woman's beauty. Some guys, if she looks good enough, if she walk in and she's like, "Hello, sir. How you doing? Hi, hi." She give him the look, and he's like, "Okay, well, I can look past that." She talks to me like a dog, but she's got a nice body. Listen, look. I know men who stay with women who berate them, who talk to them like a dog, who even I know a guy whose woman actually pulled a gun out on him. She actually pulled a gun out on him and threatened to blow his head off. And he stayed with her. Why? She had something like a natural BBL. Look, y'all. I'm not even exaggerating. She had something that was so shapely, it looked like a BBL, but it was the real thing. Her mama gave her that, right? And this guy was hypnotized. This, yes, I'm telling you, Tatiana, it's true. And many men will forgive a lot of bad behavior in a woman if they like the way she looks. But I'm telling the fellas who's listening, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for you to be walking around on eggshells and feeling like a little boy because of some woman and her shapely body. Damn that. I don't know. No. Cuz all of that's going to fall, it's going to fade away anyway. Everything that's up going to fall down. Okay? LV said only you can prevent forest fires. Being with the wrong person can ignite a spark that may become a burning forest. It's like that. It's like my fire behind me. Walk away before it gets to that. Absolutely right. If you wait, train. Listen, eventually, we everybody gonna get old. And it's not worth being with somebody who treats you like dirt. Discernment, discernment, discernment. You have to listen to the discerning voice inside. God is trying to warn you, and you're not listening. Let's keep
To
going.
find your own reasons for making such a big.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
Decision. Did you enjoy this video? Can you relate to
All right, so that's that video. So you guys tell me your thoughts on this. Can people change? This person that you're with is the wrong person. You've identified. Let's say you identify you're with the wrong person. And sometimes it's not, sometimes it's bad. They're the one that's wrong, and sometimes you're the person that's wrong. Can the wrong be made right? Now, I'm going to say this, y'all. Cindy said, nope, they can't change. Look, listen, Cindy, I think you're wrong. I'm going to give you the buzzer. Listen to this. I believe leopards never lose their stripes, their spots. I hear you, Brimpy. Here's what I believe. I believe that anybody can change. I believe that anybody can change. I believe that anybody can look at their life and decide, I don't like the way this is going. Somebody can believe, they can look at their life and say, you know what? This is not going the way that I want. I'm not getting what I want, and I want to change. That's how people can change. So it just has to be their idea. I'm telling you, so I feel if God's hand is in it, then yes, absolutely. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. All of y'all said that people can't change, but I'm telling you that a wrong situation can become the right situation. But the persons involved have to decide that they want to be together. Look, there's there in many of the different countries around in India and all that, they have arranged marriages, right? They have people who never knew each other. You guys hit the like button wherever you at. Tap on that screen. Tap on that screen. Hit the follow button. You guys hit the subscribe button. Look, people in some of these far off countries, they have arranged marriages. Sometimes they don't even know the woman. Sometimes you don't even know the man, right? And their idea is that if the situation is right, then love will come along. Because that's the emotions. So for us here in the Western world, we now move off of emotions first and logical situations second. Okay, but I'm telling you that people can change. People can change. Will they change? Now that is a whole different conversation. Will they change? That is a different conversation. So I got another little piece that I want to get to you guys, because this article right here shares a little bit more on that wrong person situation. So check this out. Now, this is 10 signs you're dating the wrong person. But this goes in a different direction than the video that we just watched. So check this out. All right. So we got 10 signs. I'm just going to read them down. We're going to get through them and we're going to see what we got. Number 1, you feel like you have to wear a mask. All right. You feel like you got to wear a mask. You're like, you got to walk around wearing a mask. Check this out. Here's what it says. If you're putting on a song and dance in an elaborate attempt to impress your partner, you might be dating the wrong person. You getting the buzzer. Your partner should love you as you are. Does it feel like they are trying to mold you into an entirely different person? If so, it might be time to let them go. Feel like you got to wear a mask. Feel like you got to tiptoe around, walking on eggshells, waiting to be molded. That could be a problem. All right. 2, they think the world revolves around them. Ooh. If it seems like your partner is more interested in how you fit into their world than they are with your individual needs, you might be dating the wrong person. So check this out. You know, here's the thing. There are this is the thing when we talk they was talking about should you be with people who are the opposite? Do opposites attract, right? Sometimes an extrovert will get with an introvert and one person just dominates the conversation. One person has all the say. One person has all the stories, and the other person is just a natural like listener. Sometimes those relationships work and sometimes they don't. All right. LV said that is a case specific. I've seen people pretend to change. Wait a minute now. Ooh. I've seen people pretend to change. Let me stop right there for a minute, LV. How do you know if somebody's pretending to change? They might just be like, how do you know if somebody is pretending to change? Y'all write it down in the comment section. How do you know if they're just pretending? Because see, some people will play the role for a long time. Some people will play the character for a long time. All right. Slim said they're inconsistent. All right. How do you know if somebody is pretending to change? All right. LV said, I've seen people ignore the signs that a person has not changed. It takes will and selflessness to change. How do you know? You catch the lies. Cindy said you catch the lies. How do you know if somebody's just pretending? Okay, okay, I, I'll be what you need. I've heard a woman say to a man, I'll be whatever you want me to be. I'll be whatever you want me to be. I'll be whatever you want me to be. When I heard that, I was like, wow. Will you be whatever somebody wants you to be? Or will you just be you? Now, there is a measure of change that has to happen. Okay? There's a measure of change that has to happen because you're with somebody and you have to be able to give and take. You have to be able to shift. But if it's all like, dream crushers, if the person either ignores your dreams or crushes your dreams, makes fun of your dreams, belittles your dreams, bad sign. Bad sign. LV said manipulative behavior, narcissistic tendencies. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this slide here. Your friends and family haven't met them yet. Okay, look, in my book, Secrets of the Mind of a Man, I got a section in there on that. How do you know if a man sees you in his future? How do you know if a man sees you in his future? He introduces you to the female members of his family. Female members, not just the family, but the female members. Now, I know y'all, somebody's going to say, well, that's not true because I had a situation. No, I know your one situation is an outlier. I'm not talking about outliers. I'm talking about overall. People introduce you to their family members that they respect if they plan to keep you around. So your friends and family haven't met them. If your friends and family have not met them, guess what? You might be dating the wrong person because there's some people that don't want to meet your mama. All right. Let me see. Who was that? Gina said, I was raised up with his female relatives. So now what? I gotta get the buzzer on that. She was raised with this female. She know the whole family already. So now what? All right, well, you gotta hang on in there. I got plenty more signs. You gotta get the book. Get the book. Click the link in the bio, get the book. All right. Number 4, let me check. I'm not going to number these out. They really don't listen to you. They really don't listen to you. I know somebody who is in a relationship with someone and the guy doesn't even believe in the work that she's passionate about. Let's say she works works with the homeless. Let's say she works with the homeless and her husband believes that all homeless people are bums. And he's like, where you going? And she's like, I'm going to work. And he's like, for what? You going to work with those bums? They'll never change. And so he speaks down to her profession, the thing she feels proud of, the thing she feels connected to. You should never be with somebody who doesn't believe in you. Listen, you can't be with somebody who doesn't believe in you. It just doesn't work. You can't. You can't do it. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. They don't really listen to you. Here's a feelings test, y'all. When you hang out with them, what do you feel? Do you feel energized, or do you feel like you need to go take a nap after they leave? Now, I'm gonna invite some folks up here. If you're ready to come on up and talk, hit that button. I'm gonna invite a couple of people to come on up, have a conversation. If you want to come on up, let me know. Let me know if you want to come on up. You avoid difficult conversations. Definitely. Now, here's definitely a sign that I need y'all to pay attention to. Your relationship is their one and only interest. If you are everything and everything is you, that you are, it's you 24/7. They've got no outside interest. Their interests are your interests. Their hobbies are your hobbies. If your partner has no hobbies or interests outside of your relationship, you might be dating the wrong person. They got to get the buzzer. There should be, the person has to be their own person. Let me move on. Check out this one. They expect 24/7 companionship. You can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere. You're like, well, I'm going to the store. I'll be back. What time are you coming back? What store are you going to? If you stay gone too long, they come out there and look for you. That will drive you nuts. That's not the right person. And they'll come out and say, well, I just care for you. I just care for you. I don't want to see anything bad happen to you. I get scared when you don't call me, when you don't 24/7. Come on now. Some people are just obsessed. Number 9, check out this one. You never feel like you're good enough. Ooh, if your partner never has anything nice to say, you get dressed and he's like, "Oh, oh, you wearing that?" You go to get your hair done. You think it to yourself, you know what? I know I look good. You got that fresh from the hair salon feel. Got your little strut on, and he's like, "Oh, oh okay. So what we doing for dinner?" And you like, "But I got my hair done. Got me a new outfit." And he's like, "Well, you could have wore red. You got black. Oh, okay. That dress would be nicer if it was in red. You would, you look good in orange." And it's like, wait a minute, dude. Nothing is good enough. You make dinner, you make chicken and rice. And it's like, I had the taste for spaghetti. You make a sweet potato pie, and he's like, or he or she, just like, my mama makes the best sweet potato pie in the world. Never good enough. Number 10, this is the last one of this. You can't imagine a future together without laughing or crying. You can't imagine a future together without laughing or crying. If the thought of being with them makes you want to curl up in a ball and weep, you might be with the wrong person. All right, so let me give you guys a couple of things. Now, if you are with this person and let's say you guys are in a committed relationship, you guys know you just can't get up and just leave if you're in a committed relationship. Just yes, you already know that this person is not really right for you, but you're fully invested. You can't just walk out the door tomorrow, right? What you can do is start working on yourself. Let me tell you what you can do. You can start working on yourself. You can take yourself to the gym and get started. You can start working on your health. You can start working on getting independent. You can start working on getting yourself in position to manage all your own affairs. You can hire a therapist. You can go see a therapist. Go see a couples counselor, right? Because see, sometimes people are doing things and they don't know what they're doing. So sometimes you can't just walk out. Sometimes you can't just leave just because you don't like what's happening. But you can prepare to leave. And that's okay too. It's okay too. Sometimes you have to get prepared. If you know it's not right, get prepared. And when things are in order, you make the moves that you need to make. Sometimes leaving somebody is actually helping them. Sometimes not being with somebody is actually helping them because now they can go and work on themselves and maybe, possibly find the person who's going to really be right for them, because it's not you. And it's okay. Be okay with that. Be okay with that. My camera's stuttering over here. Be okay with that. If you're not the one that's right for them, be okay with that. And let it be all right. All right. All right. So look, I want y'all to shoot me a message shoot me an email if you want the book. Shoot me a message. Look at this. Computer's acting funny. Here it is. Secrets of the Mind of a Man. How men think when it comes to dating, relationships, and love. All right. So that one is available on Amazon. And you can get, but if you want to get a signed copy, shoot me an email right now, lovecoachatlanta@gmail.com. All right. All right, folks. Well, thank y'all so much for being here. Appreciate the love. And look, stay with us. Come on over to the YouTube side and watch some more of my videos. I got more stuff just dropping, more content coming out, more events happening. And I'm glad to have you guys along for the ride. All right. All right, you guys. Till next time. Peace and